What is up, Guardians? Rare Loot Brad here for another Beginner's Guide Destiny Part 3. And today we're going to do Restoration, the actual first mission you can repetitively do. So we're going to do it on normal. We can't do it on hard just because Taken King took that away from us, but we can do normal. So we're going to launch this mission, and this is basically Restoration is for us to find a warp drive so we can put it in our ship and we can go more places. We're going to get a little bit of a talk from our ghost.
There's so little left out here. We were lucky to even find this ship. A Guardian can't do much to protect the city without one. But it needs a warp drive to fight beyond Earth. And that Cosmodrome is the only place I know where we might still find one. We survived the Fallen once. We can do it again.
So yeah, basically we're looking for the warp drive, and we're going to be facing Fallen in this mission, as well as the Fallen Archon priest, basically. So not too difficult. The boss is a little bit hard in getting out. We're going to spawn right here in the Cosmodrome.
There might be parts we can salvage.
We're heading out. Basically, this is a little pop-up menu to show you what your actual objective is right there. It's very handy. Tells you what you actually need to do. And yeah, we're ready to head out. So this has 3 areas that we'll be heading to. The first area is this ship over here, which we're going to fight these enemies. Getting shot back there. We're just going to ignore them right now. But we're going to head over to this ship and find out what happened. And see if it has a warp drive we can use or not. Sadly, it does not. And basically, we're going to head to this building right over here on the right. And we're going to go inside and then go downstairs. But there's a couple enemies right out front we got to get rid of. Basically, just vandals and dregs, not really too much. Best thing to do is just keep your distance. Don't worry about going in and trying to melee them or use a shotgun. I mean, you can eventually once, you know, their numbers go down. And then here's an engram we're going to pick up. Get a pulse rifle. Engrams are normal, which are the white ones. You won't see them too often. After we beat the beginning, we're going to start seeing greens and blues. And we're also going to find some rare ones too. Eventually, we'll find some purples, which will be pretty cool. So just go downstairs, and here's a drag and a couple vandals down here. They're not really too tough, especially once you get them down to like 1, then they're super easy.
A map of the entire area.
But in numbers, they can be quite deadly. So we're just going to scan this over here on the map, and we're going to go to the final 3rd area where the boss is going to be.
What we really need to find is a warp drive, so we can jump.
So we're going to head right back outside. And go up these stairs. And now we're going to go to the right. There are some enemies to our right too as well, but we're just going to ignore them because they're not really doing anything. They're actually not even going to bother us or in our way. And we're just going to go right past them, and we're going to pick up a golden chest. There are 5 golden chests in Earth, and actually 5 golden chests on each area we were going to head to. I almost passed it on this one, but there it is. Make sure you pick it up. And now we're just going to cross this little gap here. And now we're going to go to a no respawn zone. Sadly, I went into our menu. I shouldn't have went into my menu because it shows the no respawn thing area. It's going to be bigger, and you'll see it. But once we get out of the menu, and once I change all of my stuff, and you should do this too to make sure your gear is higher, in the top left-hand corner of the shield, you're going to see a little, basically, icon that looks like a skull. Basically, that means no respawn. So if you die, you have to restart this area right here. Not the whole mission, but just right here, wherever the respawn came on. You can revive friends if you have friends with you in here, so they're not instantly gone. But if you're by yourself and then you die, then you have to restart it. So we're just going to kill the enemies here, another engram drop, and the boss is going to come out of that hole right there. I, of course, was an idiot, and I was thinking I could get an extra shot on him. I did, but it wasn't worth it. He has a melee smash on the ground right as he comes out, so be careful about that. I totally forgot about that. So he's a big guy, and he has basically a shotgun-like weapon. So you want to stay pretty far away from him. And this back area is pretty good. He's also going to have 3 vandals that spawn, and they're going to continuously come over, but if you kill all 3 of them, you're going to get a good amount of time that you can do damage with them without the vandals respawning. The only time you should really care about the vandals too much is if they're in your way shooting at you, then you should. If they're out of the way and not really, you know, bothering you, don't worry about it. Just work on the Archon. And for the Archon, his weak spot is his head. If you see any yellow markers, yellow numbers basically pop up, you're doing critical damage to him, and his head is his weak spot. For most enemies, that's where their weak spot's going to be, is their head. But not all of them. He's actually a fairly easy boss. Again, he has a shotgun on him, so just keep your range. Medium range to long range works the best. Long range, not too much, but medium range works out perfect. He's almost dead. We're just going to finish him off here with a grenade. And he's dead, and he got a warp drive. He also dropped a green engram and a little ether seeds. Ether seeds, basically, you can use them, and when you're killing fallen enemies, you're going to get more glimmer, and glimmer is the currency for us. And that green engram is basically crypted right now. We can't see what's inside. But once we go to the tower and go to the cryptarch, which we are, it will decrypt it, and we'll be able to see what we got. We got boots, so it's going to decrypt into boots. Engrams that are encrypted are going to start out with green. Once we get to a certain level, then we're going to get blue engrams that are encrypted, and the green ones aren't going to be encrypted anymore. There will also be purple ones that are encrypted, and eventually, when you get very high up there, there'll be exotic ones. So once you complete it, it's going to tell you how many kills you got, how many precision kills, and give you some rewards. And also, for doing that, we completed a quest step too. And so now we're going to head to the tower. And basically, this is the quest, and our next step is to talk to Zavala at the tower, which he is the Titan Vanguard Master. And we're just going to head straight to him. And then get to the next step of our quest. So all around, that mission is really simple to do. Not really too difficult. You don't have to worry about it too much. So, pretty easy to do. I mean, if you have friends, it's always going to be easier. And you will get experience for what your friends kill and all that stuff, but pretty simple. I mean, there is the fallen enemies. Also, make sure you delete your stuff that you're not going to use. If you have a shotgun that's higher level, delete the one that's lower level. And again, right now we have normal stuff, except for our common engram, which we will go and decrypt it. And eventually we'll get new ships and all that stuff, and we won't be flying around in this old junker. But it's nice. It flies, and as long as it flies, we're good. And now we're back into the tower, and now we have two little green icons up. And so this is the Cryptarch, the Troll Cryptarch as we like to call him, because he gives up crappy items, but he got us green boots. That's what we expected, nothing more, nothing less. Sadly, we'd have to be level 4, but we're close. Also, completing quests will give us experience too, which is awesome. Which actually, after we get this quest, we should be near rank 4, which is pretty cool. And he's going to give us another quest step to do, and we're going to be all ready. There we go. Nothing left but the fall. So yeah, that's basically it. We're going to go on to our next step of our quest, which is going to open up some more areas. And we're going to have a good time. So get ready for part 4, and we'll be doing another mission. We'll actually be doing, let's see, what mission is it? It will be the Dark Within. This has been Rare Loot Brad, out.